Now, waha! We fixed it. That's twice that's happened in the past couple. I don't understand why it keeps changing that default setting on me. Back to where we were. What up, everybody, and welcome to Late Night Live number 182. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day, morning, evening, whatever time it is for you. It is the last stream before IAMPETH. I'm supposed to hit the road tomorrow. We'll see if that happens or not. I'm not quite finished packing yet, and I have a few ducks that are still roaming around and are not falling in line in the row they belong in. What's going on, Otis Winnie? Hello, Jose. What's up, Skeet? What's going on, Eric? Good evening to you all. Now, today is primarily going to be name cards. For those of you who don't know, at IAMPETH this year we're doing what is called a name card swap, where not everybody will participate, and that's fine, but people have been instructed to bring in a card with their signature on it, so you write a whole bunch of these with your own name on them, and then you bring them, and then you trade them with other people. So ideally, you go into the week with a whole stack of cards with your name on them, and then you leave with a whole stack of other people's names. That's the goal. I have some written, but I don't think enough. Again, as I said, not everybody's going to participate, and there's about 350 people-ish that will be at the conference. I don't need to make 350, but I'm going to prep some more. Good evening, Lene. But before we get into writing, I'm going to warm up real quick. Get things moving. How's everybody's day today? What's going on, Reza? Good day, good day. Hello, Ishikoro. Good evening. Relaxing is nice. Relaxing is very good. Ooh, ink in your new fountain pen. What's your new fountain pen, Jose? That's always exciting. Ooh, very nice. What color ink did you put in it? Red of some kind? always exciting to acquire a new fountain pen. Parker Blue works. Ooh, yellow ink. I don't think I have any yellow. I'm trying to think the closest ink I have to a yellow. I have a light orange, like sunset-y type color that's close to yellow-ish. It's orangey yellow, depending on the shades. Oh, a Japanese calligraphy nib. Like a fude nib? Ah, nice, Jose. The Wolverine of fountain pens. Do you do a lot of business penmanship with your ballpoint? I guess my big issue with ballpoints, and it's not a real issue, when I use a pen that's not a dip nib, I end up being sort of... I can't say exclusive to fountain pens. Fountain pens are my favorite. But with ballpoint, I always just find the lines not fine enough. I always want it to be finer, which is, I know, a specific thing to sort of to me and to not every pen user. I just always want the lines to be finer. Oh, is the chat delayed today? Reza, do I have a live stream where lowercase letters are written? I'm pretty sure I write lowercase letters in every single live stream. So I can't specifically give you a number. Do you mean when they're like taught or gone over? Because I don't think so specifically. Not a specific stream dedicated to that. But I have written lowercase in during many live streams. What's going on, Walker? You think so, Walker? I think that would look good on the projector. I look forward to meeting you as well, my hand lettering. I'm excited for conference. I still have a lot of things that I have to do. I gotta catch up on. Still a lot of T's to cross and I's to dot. But I can't believe it's only in just a matter of days. It's coming up so fast. Alright, shall we dive into name cards? What do you think? I gotta write a bunch of them, so I feel like no better time than the present, I suppose. Well, I have shadows today. Why am I shadowy today? Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna fix my shadows. I didn't do that before the stream. Walker, no, I'm probably gonna arrive in Salt Lake City. I think Thursday afternoon, evening is when I'll get into SLC. I have a few things I have to do before anybody else shows up. So I'll definitely be there on Saturday. But I'll be getting there before that. Let's go get rid of the shadow. Wait, well, it's that side. Why do I have a shadow on that side? There we go. And that one's pointing. That's why. That light's a bit too aggressive. Maybe. What side is what side? Yeah, I'll be there way early. I figured I wanted to get there and then just have some time, essentially on my own, just to go over just my final checks and everything, to make sure all my ducks are in a row and ready. Alright, let's write a name card. Wish you could be there, Lene. Next time. Best thing about IAMPETH is there's always going to be another one. Or should we do that? Right about there, set it on the screen. The archive doesn't actually show up until Saturday. So no, getting there early doesn't give me more archive time. Yeah, the archive arrives on... Basically everything arrives on Saturday. One day, Eric, one day. Now this paper is a slightly different texture than my regular writing paper. Very much more skatey than my writing paper. I think I need to get a piece of this paper and just do some practicing specifically on it. Because as I say, it's much slipperier. Just right on this one. That's true. I'm the president only this year. But other years when I'm there, I get to hang out. I'll likely get to hang out. I'm hoping it doesn't impact sort of what I call... Uh-oh, sneeze coming. Excuse me. Being president, I feel like, shouldn't impact my own IAMPETH experience too much. I'm hoping that the things that needed to get taken care of and whatnot, obviously there'll be unforeseen things, but most of the stuff that needs to get stuffed has already been stuffed. So, or will have already been finished by the time the convention starts. So my goal is, at conference, fingers crossed, nothing really changed as far as my sort of involvement in it. I'm hoping it will be like just another IAMPETH year with me hanging around. Will I be able to take classes? So I'm not signed up for any classes officially. So depending on the class sizes, I will essentially pretty much do what I always do anyways. I will sit at the back and I will sort of choose or float between classes. There's a couple classes that I'm really interested in just sort of being a fly on the wall and sort of watching, so I'll be hanging out in those classes. But as far as officially taking and following, I don't know that I'll get to really do that. Or not get to, I probably could if I wanted to, but we'll see. I'll probably have some responsibilities, or I don't want to dive into a class project if I'm going to have to leave partway through. So fascinating, the difference between writing just on a sheet of paper and on a card. When you have those your limited frame, and just the mental state of writing on an actual thing. It's like writing a letter versus writing practice. The pressure makes it a whole new world. What's going on, Kathy and Accidentally Steve? Eric, yes, that is still a goal. It would be in the late night study rooms, which usually start, depending on the evening events, around like 8 p.m., maybe after that. But the plan is at least one of the nights to set up either, potentially at least one of the nights we'll try to set up a phone that will be on the IAMPETH Instagram account, doing a live stream, just an IG live there. And then on one of the nights, I am going to have my computer there, and I'm going to bring my camera here. And I'm going to hopefully set up a camera and just sort of live stream the night from there. And it will be static. There will be somebody. It won't be like this. I won't be sitting there the whole time. It'll sort of be static, watching the room sort of thing. And then I'll try to go back to it every once in a while. That is the goal. It is reliant on internet quality and whatnot in the venue, but that is still the plan. What are the perks of being president? No specific, I wouldn't really say perks. I mean, my room gets upgraded to a slightly fancier room, which is cool. What's going on, Lori? Will I be doing the round robin? I wanted to do the round robin, but unfortunately this was a mad year for me, all being president and penmanship aside. I had a crazy busy year, so unfortunately I didn't have time to put together the round robin sort of demonstration that I really want to do. There's two that I really want to do. So next year I will almost certainly be doing the round robin with a demo that... There's one demo I haven't done in the past, and then there's a demo that I've done in the past that I want to revamp and do again. So fingers crossed that will happen next year. Okay. Yeah, talking about a live in the study room. I want to try to do a live stream for the study room for people who can't be there. Is a goal. It's something I've wanted to do for a lot of years, and it's just never happened. So this year I've been publicly saying it, and I have some people that are gonna sort of help me and A, remind me, but B, also help with the technology and whatnot to get things going, so it will be a thing. Also, I'm driving this year. It's a long drive, but I'm driving to conference, so I can potentially have a little bit more equipment than I would normally bring. Like, I can throw in an extra tripod, I don't have to worry about weight and luggage and damage to my things when I travel and whatnot. So because of that, it should be a thing. To be able to include people who can't be there. I figure people should go in the CREATRIUM, in the video live study room. Join in there. And we can stream the IAMPETH one in there. So it's basically like you're there. Alright, now I just gotta write my name a whole bunch more times. Yeah, I mean, that's the plan. It'll likely be, I'm trying to figure out, I haven't decided yet, if I will stream on YouTube and then just basically do like a CREATRIUM, call it a watch party on the CREATRIUM, so that people can be there, they can chat, they can join in. Probably have to have microphones and stuff turned off, because my computer speakers won't be loud enough to play in the room, but we'll be able to sort of see you or your camera setup or your faces or whatnot, things like that. So that's my plan as of right now. It'll be a YouTube stream, but a CREATRIUM watch party is sort of that's what I'm envisioning. Whether it happens or not exactly that way, I don't know. And then if it works, I'll try it early in the week. Like, probably dive in right in the first day or two. And then if it works, heck, I'll set it up every night if it works. Why not? Whoa, too close together. Very squishy M. Shades are too long this evening. You should, Lene. CREATRIUM's a good time. CREATRIUM, represent. I have some fun plans for the CREATRIUM coming up in the next year. I recently left my employment position. I think I've mentioned this before. The job that I've been doing for the past couple years, so I have a lot more time to dedicate to penmanship world, art world, all of that, to get back to sort of where I was 3 or 4 years ago, time-wise, into it. So I'm quite excited for being able to just have the time to put more time and attention into it. What's going on, Orbital? Good evening. You haven't started yet, Lori. Gotta get your name cards written. I've been telling a lot of people, there's always time in the study rooms. You can do names in the study rooms. Easy peasy. No need to stress about getting them done beforehand. Feel like my angle feels kind of crazy today, though. I want to be writing right here, but that feels too low on the camera. Where do I want to be writing? My setup feels like it's at the wrong angle today. It feels like it wants to be right here. Let me do a test and then I'll change the camera if that's the case. Let's change the camera. Oh, I haven't changed my camera in a while, but I feel like the angle's a bit too extreme for this. Please stand by. Okay. Camera change. Might regret this later. Right like that, I think. Yeah. Tighten. Yeah, we'll see how that feels. We'll see how that feels when doing the cards. Yeah, Diego, I'll bring blanks. Currently, I might cut some more before I hit the road. This is what I got so far. However many this is. Which technically is only like... It's not that many sheets of paper. How many have I done? Wait, where are my written ones? Excluding the 5 that I just did. This is what I got so far. Stacked. Pick a cat, any cat. So I got a good chunk. But I kind of want to be... I'm trying to be the guy, since it was my idea to do the name card swap. And we did this a couple years ago, but it was super last minute, and it was really only like 4 of us that participated in it. So because I want to be the person, basically I'm hoping everybody I talk to through the whole week, I'm going to be like, name card, name card, name card, whether they have one to swap or not. I have a guillotine cutter. It's not that big. Just like what is it? I was just using it earlier today. Like 11 by 14 or something like that. Not massive, but yeah, I have a guillotine cutter. Guillotine cutter? Guillotine cutter. Guillotine. So I'll probably cut some more. My hand lettering, there's slightly less than, but approximately like 350 people for the whole week. Ish. Including teachers and vendors and all the jazz. Oh, check it out, everybody. So, I've talked about this a couple times, but it's actually working now. This was my old ink stirrer. Notice there's no jar on it right now. Officially working, because it's what's stirring my ink tonight. Scoot it into frame. Uh-oh, don't get caught. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. New ink stirrer, officially working. Way smaller than the last one. Look how tiny it is. It's so cute. It's so tiny and cute. It's beautiful. I'm exceptionally proud and happy with this little guy. I loved this one. This was great. But this one's just so great. And it's USB-C powered, which makes me really happy. Put that on there, turn it on, and stirring away. Yeah. Anyways, back to work. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay. See if this changing of angles could be because I'm not used to reaching over like this. Could be that shouldn't affect my writing that much, but maybe that's what's making me feel weird, because I do have to hold the card. I should make one where the card sits in like a divot in a thicker piece of cardstock, so I don't have to hold it. That would be convenient. Maybe I'll try to build that. I'll have the ink stirrer at IAMPETH. I'm super stoked about it. IAMPETH is the test. If it survives IAMPETH, then I'll make more of them. Yep, changing paper angle was the right call. Minus my little nib catch there. Whoa, plants everywhere. Look at this vibe. I gotta get it out of the way. It's taking over my whole area back here. I'm gonna have to chop it up. It's getting too big. Maybe if I have a second tomorrow, I might run to Michael's and get a sheet of this same paper, but in the thicker 100-pound cardstock. So it has a bit of a thicker wall. And then if I cut out the size of one of my cards, Oh, but the one issue, it's got to be a little bit bigger. There has to be give in there, unfortunately, because even though I use a guillotine, my measurements aren't exactly perfect. So it's not like all my cards are machine precise. They're close, but something to think about in any case. Oh, too far apart. I wish I had different versions of my signature. I don't have any other versions that I like. Otherwise, I'd do it different on each one. Maybe I could try to come up with another version tonight. Not terribly, Anna. I think everything's pretty... Wait, Calligraphy, Louisiana. Remind me your name again? I just read the Anna that's at the end of Louisiana. YouTube, let me see people's names, not their handles. Oh, it is. Yes. Okay, good. I thought so. Cool. I'm glad I'm not going crazy. I'm quite excited for my ornamental penmanship class as well. I'm taking a slightly different approach than I have used in the past for that one. So that'll be a fun experience, I think. What's the new approach? Well, I can't tell you. It has to be a surprise for the people in the class. I'm not reinventing the wheel or anything. It's just gonna be slightly different. Oh, Skeet, good memory. I did charge the top, but I forgot to spin it. Hiya. What? And there is no camera on it today, I apologize, but it is spinning back there. Faster metronome? No, it's not a movement writing class. It's sort of hybrid movement and not movement. I really enjoyed the Spencerian intensive I did last year. So it's sort of incorporating some of the things I did in that class into my standard ornamental penmanship class, which I'm excited about. Sweet. Well, I hope you enjoy it, Lori. Fingers crossed. Should be fun. I'm just now realizing, should I have, like, dated all of these cards? Should I put, like, a 26 on the bottom corner of each of them? That sounds like a lot of work. I mean, there's not that many. I could go back. I'm just wondering, is that necessary? Is that an essential thing? Thanks a lot, Kathy. And Steve, have a wonderful night. We'll see you guys soon. Evening drink today? Are you asking about my tea? We got our standard Earl Grey with honey today. Is it important to have a date on it? Doesn't really matter, I guess. But if I try to do I won't be the president, but it doesn't mean I can't just tell people, hey, name card swap again. Might not be an official part of the conference next year, but we could always do it. We could make it a yearly thing. Is then it important that this year's have dates or years on them? I can't decide. I realize this is gotta be the most exciting stream ever today. Just watching me write the same thing over and over and over again. Yeah, maybe I should date them. Can do some really tiny ones. How small can I make one of these? In the initial design of this signature, the G is much smaller than the M and the W, but I never really succeed in writing it that way when I write it. They all sort of end up being about the same size. Ooh, vertical connections are challenging in ornamental penmanship. Not impossible, but they are tricky. I've designed my signature in other ways. They're just ways that I can't really write. Good night, Kathy. Names, 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 names. How many do you think I should have written for the week? I guess I could always have a goal of giving one to every single person who attends conference, which means if I do 350, I have a goal to get rid of all 350 to unique people. That's not a bad idea. One for everybody is so many. Whose idea was this indeed? Agreed. I did it, I think, 2 years ago as just a very last minute. I think I posted it in the CREATRIUM 2 years ago. And there was like... I remember Eric joined in. Did Diego? I can't remember if Diego did names at the conference or not. Some will get more than one. That's possible. Oh, thank you for reminding me about that, Walker. I'm gonna bring that same little book again, because not very many people wrote their names in it, and I've forgot it some years, but it's right here behind me. Where is it? Wait, I need to get out. Get out. This whole stack of little journals. It's one of these ones. Not this. This is just a leather-wrapped mini journal. Wait, let me zoom out while I do this. So we got leather-wrapped journal designed to fit inside a something like this, a traveler's notebook. One of my old traveler's notebooks. Oh, very first time I ever foiled on a Rhodia cover. Just a bit of silliness, really. This is supposed to be the next book once I fill up my current. Where is it? Oh, these. I need to do more of these. These are my leather-bound, black penman paper books that I'd never used for anything. Maybe I'll bring that to conference and convince people to fill it with something. All these. This one, the stitching was loose. Where's the one now that you guys wrote in? This was one that had leather and cardboard covers. It wasn't that one. Whoa! Dizzy Bunny! Welcome, the Jess Warappa. The Jess Warappa. Welcome. Oh, here it is. It's Navy. Leather cover. 2011! No, is that 11 or 17? That's, 22. Wait, those are 2s? Oh, 22, and those are commas. I understand. Brian. 2022. Chin. Oh, James. Cat. George. Fun! I'm gonna bring this back again. Wait, was this all 22? 2020. That looks like a 9, but I'm assuming that means that's a 4. Yep, 24. I don't think I brought this last year. Awesome. This is coming with me. Thank you for the reminder, Walker. I'm also bringing one of my, or probably multiple of my landscape journals. The big ones that I use when I do, like, quote things and whatnot on live stream. And I'm just going to have those sort of scattered around the study rooms. Is anything in these other ones? Here's a non-landscape one. No, these are all just custom-bound little books. I will bring this one. I will bring the black paper one. And I will bring... just those two, I think. I don't remember what paper's in all of these. I was experimenting with different papers. Fun! I need to do more of these. These were fun. Add that to my to-do list. It's based off of, I mean, the signature books from the way back in the day. There was tons of them. Ah, I'm making a mess. I will have to fix that later. Okay, those go in my to-pack pile. Do not forget. Wonderful. My to-pack pile is growing quite a lot. Yeah, they're just autograph books. My plan was to have a new book every year when I made the first one, but in classic MrMGWard fashion, I think even the first year I made it, I only brought it out on like the last like day or two of the conference, and then the same thing I think in 2024. I'd forget about it. It would just live up in my room until the end of the week. These bindings, this is a hybrid binding. I'll have to do some research, because it's not Coptic stitched, but it's oh, I can't remember the name of it. It's a hybrid. Because I wasn't a fan of the way the Coptic stitch did the covers, but I did like the exposed bindings because it enabled the whole thing to lie extremely flat so that penmen could use it and write in it and whatnot. But I didn't like the way they did covers. So the way these covers are made, this is a single piece of leather, this one piece of leather that's folded, and then it has holes punched in the inside, and then it's glued together, so the stitch ends are both tied and glued inside the cover. But as I said, it was I was going down a rabbit hole of different binding stitches, and it's one that's designed for not specifically like this purpose, and it's not the most known or popular of names of stitches, and I can't remember what it's called. I will find it and I will post it in the description of this video or in a comment or something like that. If I don't post it, give me like a week or two because IAMPETH. But if I don't end up posting it, please leave a comment on this video saying, "Hey Mike, reminder, what's the name of that stitching?" And I will find it, because either I have a file or a video of it saved somewhere on my hard drive, or I could find it again. Yeah, unfortunately, each year, because I didn't bring the book out, or there were some people that just refused to write in my book. They were nervous to write in it. But I didn't get as many signatures as would have been as desired. I wonder if tomorrow I have time to make a whole new book just for this conference. So my conference, I have a book that's specifically for 2026. We'll see. I might not have time. I probably don't. I am still on autofocus. Oh, does Swinny call me out on my fingernails? That was legitimately on my to-do list today, and I forgot. I was looking at them early. My fingernails, I feel like, grow insanely fast. I feel like I clip them every week. How often do people clip their fingernails? Is that something I should know as an adult? Is that something I was supposed to learn in my course through life? I feel like my fingernails just grow really, really fast. But I did say to myself earlier today, I was walking outside and running an errand, and I said, make sure you cut your fingernails before the live stream. Oh, we'll do a big name on this one. And then I forgot. What do you guys like better, big or small? What do you think? What's more appealing? Large? Small? They're not that different, I guess. large ones. Oh yeah, I guess if you keep your fingernails long, you don't have to really worry about it. I used to want to have it was a variation. I tried for a while. I need to keep working on it. A variation of my signature that was, I wanted a really big G in the middle. No, how did it go? It was based on how some people used to write Healy's signature. There was a massive G. And the M like fit inside it, which doesn't really make sense. Does that look like MrMGWard? Yeah, I think that doesn't work. Oops, I'm out of frame. There's a bunch of, in the Healy collection, there's a bunch of signatures that have G's right in the middle and they look really cool. And I just can never make them work with the M that's in mine. This ruling on these pages, no. This is, I believe, 7/16. But let me confirm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7. 7/16. Which is sort of my go-to ruling for practice and whatnot. Obviously, my capitals go larger than it. A Spanish ad. Oh, it's a nice S. Some in the corner, some at the bottom. I was gonna use my Japanese name stamp for some of them, but I realized it won't show up on red. I don't think. Maybe I should try anyways. I could try. Let's try. Why not experiment live on camera? If I can find my name stamp. It should be in this drawer of ink. Oh no! All you can hear is things bashing around down here. Everything is a little in disarray at the moment because of preparing for conference, and I can't get this box out of my ink drawer. Come out! Ah. Nothing is working. There we go. Where is it? Okay, it's not where I thought it was, so now I have no idea where to look. I thought it would be with my... For some reason, I thought it would be with my Japanese ink sticks and stuff, but it's not. Well then. We won't be doing that on stream, because if it's not there, I have no idea where it is. What's going on, GB Fool? Welcome, welcome. I might have changed. I'm gonna try a slightly different angle than what we're at now. Just out of curiosity. I was looking for my Japanese name stamp with the stamp pad and stuff, but I don't know where I put it. Might be in a drawer in my hallway, potentially. Oh no! Oh, that was a good one. I smudged it. Whoops. Yeah, I don't know if the red ink, if the stamp would work on black. I don't know how opaque it is. It'd be cool if it worked though. I guess I have a white stamp ink pad I could use as well for it, which also I don't know how that would, how opaque that would be. I'd have to experiment. It's wherever my Charlie Chaplin ink stamp pad is as well. I have a custom-made Charlie Chaplin stamp as well. Kind of all over the place. I wanted to experiment with that. Oh well. Maybe I'll find it after the stream. Yep, that's correct, Ishikoro. Dance kick, umaikeru. funky looking one. Lene, the first symbol means dance, and the second name means keru, kick, or is one of the definitions of it. How does it go? Can I even write it anymore? It's been so long. That one? And then this is the one that I forget how to write. I gotta zoom in. I can't zoom in. I can't remember how this one goes. Nope, this is wrong. That line is wrong. How does it go? Trying to look now at the tiny writing in YouTube. Are there more lines here? Is that right? Something like that. Oh, weird. I just realized my YouTube also automatically corrects these. Or it automatically translates them. It didn't auto-translate Ishikoto's when she posted the full thing, but like when Olivia just posted dance and kick, it auto-translate them, so I just see the word dance and kick unless I mouse over it. Interesting. Don't judge my Japanese writing. It's been a long time. 僕の日本語はちょっと悪い。たくさん忘れた。Like one square-headed man is trying to shake hands with another man. Nice. Studies, like my Japanese studies, not very great. I'm not a very diligent student. I now do Duolingo. Oh, I didn't do Duolingo today. We gotta do Duolingo real quick. No, I'll wait. Short stream tonight. We won't go to midnight. I'll do Duolingo as soon as we finish the stream. But I still do Duolingo, but I don't do Japanese anymore. I do chess, which feels like such a cop-out, but it's actually quite fun. Way too close together. Shoot. Too big, the whole thing. Doesn't fit. No, Duolingo's not my excuse to dip out early. The description of the video says a short stream before I have to get back to packing. I still got a whole bunch of stuff to do, especially if I'm going to try to bind, if I want to make another bound book specifically for Salt Lake City 2026, which would be really cool. Here, we'll take a... I'm gonna do a poll. I never do polls. I'm gonna do a poll. I don't even remember how to do polls. I can't do polls. Because I'm not a... Because the chat doesn't have me logged in as, like, as me. It has me logged in as just a user. That's annoying. Okay, just tell me in the chat. What color should we do? Navy and natural paper? I guess I could use this book. There's still a lot of pages in this book. Oh no. Yeah, there's still lots of empty pages. But I could make a brand new one. If I did, should it be navy? Should it be black and tan paper? Or black and black paper? Or should it be brown leather and my regular tan writing paper? Ivory writing paper? What do we think? Black, brown, or navy for leather color? Or burgundy? I have burgundy as well. Which one feels more like Salt Lake City 2026, do you think? That's true. It will be cohesive year to year, but I won't have a book specifically from my conference when I was the president. I don't know if I'll ever be president again. It could be a one-time only thing. Skeet says black. Oh, I'll do it, Ojaswini. Don't worry. I also have streak freezes if I accidentally miss it. But I'll wait till the stream is over before I do it. Some of the lessons take me a long time because I like to... It's chess. So instead of just answering it all, I'll like play full games or sort of pause and experiment, and I'm terrible at chess, for the record. Which I feel like doesn't make any sense. I should be good at chess. It's puzzles, it's games, it's the things I'm good at, but I'm not. I've never been good at it. Ojaswini, our streak I feel like isn't as big as it once was. Did you lose your streak? Did we lose our streak at some point? I feel like it used to be larger than it is now. Yeah, that makes sense. Because I think you were my second longest friend streak on there. And now I think yours is the shortest, or one of the shorter friend streaks on there right now. I don't have that many. I'm just terrible at it. I just don't see all the possibilities. I know what all the pieces do, obviously, and I'll look at a thing, and be like, this is all I can do. and then the computer would be like, no, you should have done this, or you could have done this, or you could have done this, or this was smarter, or this was smarter. Like, what? I don't think of any of those things. I just don't see it. Like, oh, I didn't even see that I had that piece down there. When it comes to full games, what I enjoy is chess puzzles. When it's like the Mate in 2 or Mate in 3, those types of puzzles, which I do not on Duolingo. There's a website, I don't remember what it is, that I go to, and yeah, there's every day there's a new Mate in 2 puzzle that I try to solve. I quite like those, but my ability in those doesn't seem to translate into my ability in games. How those capitals came out in that one. Wonder how many times the penmen back in the day, say like per year, wrote their own name. You used to play a lot of really bad chess? Is that because you were really bad, or is that the name of an app called Really Bad Chess? Ooh, I haven't played backgammon since I was very, very young. I don't even think I remember how. Ooh, that stem is too long. This one's a bit wonky. Extreme backgammon. %. Very nice. I've never played an online game with another person. I'm not good enough. I'll just get a whole lot of losses on my record. 80% win rate. That's impressive. Your name is too long. Are you doing your whole name, or are you doing L. Paulinetti? Or are you doing L. middle initial Paulinetti? Or are you writing Lurker Lori? Depends, are we using full names here? I wonder if this is how do you think card writers did card writing back in the day? Because the guys would have their little tables set up out on the street, writing name cards. Do you think they had like a little jig to hold the cards still? Or do you think they held them like I'm holding these ones? What do you figure? I need to do some research into that. I could see, like, if it was a thing that just had two, like, little springs that were on, like, a clipboard or something and just attached to that it clipped under. Would that work? I'm going to test something out. This might not work at all, but we're going to test out a theory here. Oh, that's a good idea for a future stream, Ojaswinny. We did Lord of the Rings names, and I guess we didn't do Harry Potter names. We could definitely do Game of Thrones names. What if... Is this comfortable, or is this going to be good or no good? There. Held by magnets. Does that work? And my hands can be more in my standard writing, but jeez, my fingernails are long. Nobody look at my fingernails. But now, is the pressure on the shades gonna cause this to move, I wonder? Let's find out. Feels very strange writing without holding the page. It feels borderline wrong. It does move a little bit. I would need stronger magnets, I think. Or can I just hold with one finger right there? Magnets also raise it up, so it's too squishy. I need like... What if I had a super strong big magnet under my desk? And then these little magnets went on top and clipped to the super strong magnet that's on my desk, or that's under my desk. That could be cool. I just don't want to hold it like this. It doesn't feel comfortable. But when I get here, I feel like I get really close to that finger. Let's try. Feels weird. Oh, wow. Yeah, that would be really long over Swinny. I am Michael, first of his name of the House Ward. Writer of the written word, carver of the wood, tapper of the foot, stitcher of the leather. I mean, when you're going technically of the wood, that goes for carving, that goes for tapping. It's also what I write with. Could it be that? I'm gonna find some way to make wood be the everything. Good night, Anna. And Louis. Sweet dreams. Safe travels to you as well. On one of these cards, it will never fit. Holding the bottom corner feels weird. What if I just hold that corner? What about right there with my thumb? Does that work? My thumb has a little more real estate than the tip of my index finger. Ooh, that could be a winner. You're not wrong. I do like small writing, that is true. Okay, so it's official. Thumb in the top left corner is my favorite so far, I think. close together on that one. Not allowed to be picky. Too many I have to write to be picky. I think I almost doubled how many I had though, which is a fair number. We're not anywhere close to 350, but yeah, good plan. Just get a piece of steel. I saw a magnetic rotary mat on social media this week as well, actually. I don't know how many cards I have. I don't have a count or anything. How about on today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 36. So I probably have in total, including what I've already finished, I probably have like 80 or 90, maybe close to 100. Maybe. I got a lot to do, apparently. A clipboard would be good. I mean, it wouldn't really have to be black, technically. It could be any color. Like this sheet that I'm using as my glide sheet that I'm butting it up against doesn't have to be black. I'm just using it because it's the exact same paper as the cards are written out of, so it can kind of go. If my hand happens to glide over it, it's not a big deal. But technically, if I had a clipboard, I don't have a big clipboard. I have a small clipboard, but that's not really handy for writing. I need a clipboard that's leather coated. Just a little ways to go. Yeah, just a couple. It's weird though, because I legitimately don't know like how many people are even going to be moderately interested in getting a card. Fold over the top piece of paper and glue just the sides. Slide the card in for writing. I don't know. I don't think I understand what you're saying. holding with the thumb is actually working surprisingly well. I'm not really mad at it at all. It feels more normal than the way I was holding it earlier. This shade is not looking quite like I want it to today. It's a weird one because normally that shade wouldn't go into like a long oval. Normally that shade would go into a relatively quick oval. Like if you were doing like so. For an F or something like that. That's a beautiful letter. That came out really nice. But for some reason when I do that one in the signature, because this oval, sort of the momentum isn't going into this small oval here, it has to go up here. It ends up making this line that extends from here quite a bit longer, which gives it a funky feel. It's not ideal. It's not technically. I wonder if I showed this signature to Zayner or Blozer or Lupfer, I don't know that they would be impressed with the design. Well, thank you for saying that, Walker. I guess so then I have no choice. I have to do all of them. If that's going to be my goal, I need to make that a goal and actually try to give everybody a card, which means I have to write about 350 of them, which is a lot. Yeah, because coming out of like that G, whoa, not a good G, but going into that, like that shade or that stem wants to sort of go that way, so needing to extend that makes the shade look quite small and almost in the wrong spot for the oval that it's coming out of, or that it's, sorry, coming out, going into. It'd be smarter to do something like something like that, which I guess I could potentially, I don't know if I like the way that looks. This nib feels very sketchy all of a sudden. Do I like that? I could make it the knot. I could make it incentive to write your own name cards. If I gave them out, because I could, instead of just giving them out to people at random, it could be that I only am allowed to give them to people who give me cards of their own. That's technically the way it should be, since it's a name card swap. And people have 5 days to write name cards. In the study room, there's plenty of hours in the study room where people could make names. Not everybody will have blank cards, I suppose. And I'm not about to cut cards for everybody in the conference. That's too many. Because in a perfect world, that's the way I'd like it to be. That it was, you only get a card if you give a card, essentially. Well, yes, then there's that consideration, then, where there are a lot of people who are self-conscious. Well, honestly, and there's a lot of people who aren't ornamental penmen who will do that. I know a lot of people have done. I've seen some people on Instagram. There's some gothic ones. There's some black letter ones. Like, the rule makes sense, but the rule also then makes me feel bad for the people who just don't have cards, don't have time, don't have the confidence to make a card. But also, this is sort of then an exercise to build confidence. Because I don't care if your name is immaculate. People are going to get ones for me that aren't immaculate, that aren't beautiful. There's mistakes. There's never any judgment on what people give me. I always like to think that it's an accurate representation of what their writing is in that moment. And then if we do it again next year, I get to see the difference, the evolution, the growth in somebody's name and signature and writing, which would be super cool. You don't have to know what you're doing, Lori. You just write your name on a 3.5 by 2 inch card, piece of paper. That works. Could be in any style of your choice. I remember the first year we did this, which was 2 years ago, I think. Like Eric McClellan, he did some that were like watercolor. There was a wash behind them. They were very brown-esque. Well, and there's that too, Walker. That's sort of the incentive. Like, it's not like write a card that's of a sufficient level of quality that you can trade with somebody else. It's a free trade. I think there is one person I know for sure printed their cards, which is cheating, but I'll let it go. I think they're letterpress printed, I believe. Technically against the rules, but it's alright. To me, what's more important is just I want as many people as possible involved in it. That's why I wanted to make sure that it was in the registration booklet. And on the IAMPETH app, people have been asking questions about it. Like, what is the swap? What do we do? And I've been trying to answer the questions there. There are technically no official rules. Yay! Sweet, Stacy. I look forward to it. Awesome. Should I have an extra loop like that in my signature? Is that better than the regular way? It makes that transition less awkward feeling. Just makes it feel, though, that there's a lot more on the left side than the right side, because I have nothing down here. That feels much better to write, though. My hand lettering, all the handouts you require will be in, you'll get a binder that will have all the handouts for the classes for all the classes in them. You will want to have, if there are guide sheets that you like to use, like for example, just lined paper, or your own blank paper that you can put over top of like a darker grid sheet or guide, I would recommend that, because you'll want to do a lot of writing also outside of the handouts. All the writing doesn't happen on the handout itself. Some does, and some people don't even like to do that. They do everything on loose leaf. I like the feel of that extra loop. But does that mean I need something to come after the W? Is the W extra loop? That's too many loops, I feel like. What if we do a weird G? Changing my signature. Partway through doing my name cards. The little nib will stay underneath. I just feel like because the G goes so much lower, it feels like something's missing. There's also the possibility I could keep the G oval on an angle. Nah, that feels weird. I don't like that. I mean, I like the way that feels, but not going from this angled oval then transitioning into that one. I don't like that. What if the G floats above the baseline? That sits on the bit. No. That doesn't work. I could shade the nib. Which I never really do. I can make that go a fair bit lower, I guess, as well. Do we like the nib shaded or not shaded? How do we feel about that? The issue with shaded, I like with the nib, I used to dip the nib down more. So it would come, whoa. The nib would come out of the lowercase d, kind of like that. But then and then I liked it straight across. Okay, I think I'm going to keep it straight across, unshaded, but I'm going to endeavor to make the W oval just dip down farther. Just to get something else down here. I think that's the goal. We're gonna call that the goal anyways. I should dab that blob of ink on there, or that's gonna make a mess later. On another sheet of paper or something. There we go. I keep forgetting to drink my tea today. It is the extra loop is Yeah. No shade. I really like, I mean, it feels a lot better with the extra. I've put the extra loop in the G before, and I just keep deciding not to have it, but I do like it, I think. Tea is definitely cold now. Okay. I'm glad you like it. Let's see how all this works in practice. Now, I have to start a little bit higher so that that extra loop doesn't go off the bottom of the paper. In theory. Do I like that? Other than this rogue hairline that wasn't supposed to be there? I can't decide. I do and I don't. Part of me likes it, part of me prefers the original way. Decisions. Hello, Mahi-Ma-Jane. Welcome. Good evening to you. Do we like that? How do we feel about that? Yay or nay? This way or the original way? I like the look of the original better, I think. Let me find a good original one, and we'll compare. That one's not bad. Not amazing, but not bad. Which do we like better? This one just looks cleaner and nicer. The original. Yeah, the original's better. Okay. So in that case, I just have to get better at writing that bottom. It's the transition from that shade. Yeah. Whoops. Something fell on the floor. What fell on the floor? Oh. A prototype ink stirrer fell on the floor. G to M transition never looks quite like I want it to. I need regular writing paper. Sounds good, Stacy. Have a good night. Sweet dreams. See you soon. Safe travels to you. Because in a perfect world, that signature should look, it should have three, essentially, three shades like that. Whoa, ran out of ink. Wasn't paying attention. And one shade like that is technically how that signature should work. This one never really works that way. What if I took away that shade? What if there was no shade on the bottom of the G? That looks too plain, maybe. Not terrible without the shade, but I prefer this with a shade down here. I just gotta get better at that transition is all. I mean, I definitely like the original better. It's the reason it's the original. I mean, I've created countless variations of my MGW before, and it's by far my favorite that I've ever come up with over the years. It's just not as nice feeling to write as I wish it was. Like that's, if I could just write it like that every time, two matching beautiful shades with nice, smooth, clean movement, that's what it's supposed to look like. That's the goal. They don't always look like that. That's what they're supposed to look like. Yeah, that's exactly that's why I asked earlier, how many times do you think the masters back in the day wrote their signature? Hundreds upon hundreds of thousands, probably. You could do both at the same time. Hand lettering. I think there are quite a few people who write while I do my streams, who practice. Okay, why can't I just do it exactly like that every single time? Look how nice and round that is. That's the ideal transition. That's what I want. Every time. Is the key that this G is above the baseline? I wonder if that's why. I could float the G above the baseline. Does that make that transition feel better? Is that the secret that I just stumbled on? Ow. Sore neck. I wish I had time for a massage before IAMPETH. Nah, I mean, it works, but it's the same thing. That was just a fluke. I just have to get better at that transition is all. Just like that. This one might be a little too close together. Then the larger A, smaller RD, and a nib. Those two are both very nice. I just need to do that on the cards. That. Transfer. Easy peasy. Yeah, there's two cards with the double loop. Those probably won't even come with me. I'll leave those here. I would imagine. One of these days, I still haven't done it. I need to come up with a better variation of my signature, or another variation that utilizes the this variation of the G. Because I like this variation of the G a lot, it just doesn't work. I mean, there are ways that it can work, but it's never super appealing. I like this version of the G a lot. This one. But never fits right. Going into the W. This could go here. And have the W with a sharp stem, which I don't love, but it's possible. How many cards made so far? Probably around 100. I'm probably just under 100 somewhere, I would guess. For the cards, I'm using Recollections 60-pound black from Michaels. For writing, I'm using, I don't remember the brand. It's a black paper that I got from China. Yomi? I think that's the brand. Y-O-M-I. That don't work. I would say somewhere between 60 to 100 cards, somewhere in there. But I've taken a break. I've slowed down. Doesn't work well with the M. Because technically I feel like I should have a working signature that uses that entry, since I use that entry so often. Since it's one of my go-tos. like if I could use a trick stroke. It could be like the M goes into the ending of the G. Not a huge fan of that. Also very hard to hit reliably. But then still the W is just living out on its own. It doesn't have a good transition from either of these two spots, unfortunately. My ink is St. Petersburg Masterclass Gouache. Is my favorite white ink. I mix it about, very simple mix, about 1/3 gouache, 2/3 water. I know like Walker, for example, who was in here, I don't know if he's still here, he has a custom mix of St. Petersburg with some more gum arabic added to it and sometimes something else as well. But for me, this is just straight up St. Petersburg gouache and water. And it's, once it's dry, obviously it takes time to dry, but it's very smudge resistant, and it's also, I've come to find out, it doesn't dry really or too rubbery. I find if I add too much gum arabic, or even in general, it's one of the reasons I don't add it. If I add gum arabic to it, it can get, when I have pieces of paper stacked on top of each other, they can stick together, the ink. But this has never cracked on me on old writing sheets or whatnot. Not yet anyways. But yeah, there are penmen who use St. Petersburg, but mix it with some other ingredients, which I just don't. I might experiment one day on tweaking it a little bit to get finer hairlines and whatnot. Titanium white, technically, is the white color that I use. I think the key is making sure I remember to set my arm up so it's ready for this part of the signature, because this is the most important part. Which is what's done so right in these two, specifically this one up here. Could have designed a new signature. It's hard to design a new signature. It takes a long time. And some of them just don't work very well. I have a bunch of, I actually stumbled across today in a binder I'm going to have at conference for people to look through if they want during the members show and share, the members art show. A binder of just all my old designs and whatnot. Signatures I've done for people and whatnot, and I found when I was going through it today a bunch of old monogram designs which I definitely want to revisit. Not ornamental penmanship at all, but I want to touch back on them and refine them or stylize them a little bit more. Slow down too much. Dostoevsky. Oh, I know of it, but I'm not super familiar. Uncultured. That's the idea. I mean, the G shade is quite... See, like, this part's really good, but the shade didn't come out good. Why can't I do it like I did it on the other sheet? What's that about? I think I'm gonna do one more, and then I think I'm gonna call it a night. I got more things on my to-do list to do tonight. Before I go to bed. I wonder if it's because this paper's smoother than the other paper, than my writing paper. I feel so skatey. That shouldn't be an excuse. I should be able to accommodate. We can use that as a potential reason. Okay, I lied. One more time. Yeah, the new autograph book. If I have time to make one. May or may not happen. I guess what I could also do is have people write on loose leaf sheets, and then I could bind them later. That's also an option. If I gave them sort of an area to write within, I could cut the sheets and bind them at a later date. That's possible. Because people often complain about writing in books, even though it's good practice. $104 cut. Nice, Lori. Good stuff. 104 not written yet, just cut? Or 104 cut and written on? Awesome. Whew. IAMPETH is so soon. Holy moly. I'm excited. It's going to be a good time. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me for this live stream. I hope you had a good time. If you were practicing, hope you practiced wonderfully. If you were watching and hanging out, thanks for watching and hanging out. I appreciate it. Please, everybody, make sure that you are falling in love with the process. And don't forget that life should be just a bit of silliness, really. If you're at IAMPETH, I'll see you at IAMPETH. If you're not at IAMPETH, I'll see you on the next live stream. Keep your eye open for a link or something to the CREATRIUM IAMPETH Study Room Watch Party. I'm officially gonna dub it that, and then I'll figure it out later. Okay.